Let tonight's story gently soothe you as you drift into sleep. The Seasons Dance, a tale of Poppy and Sedge. His story is about a girl named Poppy and her happy gnome friend Sedge exploring the magic of the seasons together and discovering a mystical realm where all seasons coexist. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and verdant meadows, lived a kind-hearted girl named Poppy. Poppy adored nature's ever-changing beauty, and often spent her days wandering through forests, meadows, and streams, marveling at the wonders of each season. One breezy spring afternoon, while exploring a blossoming glade, Poppy stumbled upon a delightful happy gnome named Sedge. Sedge had a spark in his eye, and a mischievous smile that radiated pure joy. Introduced through a shared love of flowers, the two quickly became inseparable friends. Sedge, with his profound knowledge of the forest and its secrets, led Poppy through many enchanting adventures. As the seasons changed, their friendship grew deeper. Each season brought with it its own magic, and Poppy and Sedge delighted in discovering them together. His spring was a time of rebirth, where new flowers bloomed, and the world was painted in vibrant hues. Sedge taught Poppy the language of flowers, whispering secrets of the forest that only a happy vision could know. Together, they danced under cherry blossoms, whose petals fell like pink snow, creating a carpet of beauty beneath their feet. Summer arrived with warmth and sunshine. Poppy and Sedge spent their days by the river, splashing in the cool waters and building intricate sand castles. They reveled in the long, sunlit evenings, chasing fireflies and making wishes on shooting stars. Poppy learned from Sedge how to weave crowns from wildflowers and the songs that made the moon smile. His form transformed the landscape into a tapestry of reds, oranges, and golds. The air was crisp, and the scent of apples and pumpkins filled the village. Poppy and Sedge loved to hike through the forest, listening to the crunch of leaves underfoot and the whisper of the wind in the trees. Sedge would tell tales of ancient times, and Poppy would hang on his every word, her imagination soaring higher than the harvest moon. Winter cloaked the village in a serene blanket of snow. Poppy and Sedge wrapped themselves in warm furs and ventured into the wintry wonderland. They built snow gnomes, had spirited snowball fights, and carved ice sculptures that glittered in the pale sunlight. Inside by the roaring fire, Sedge narrated stories of yesteryears, filling their hearts with warmth and wonder. One particularly blustery winter night, Sedge revealed a secret to Poppy. Every 100 years, a portal opened in the heart of the forest, leading to a realm where the essence of all seasons resided. Filled with excitement and a touch of trepidation, Poppy agreed to follow Sedge to this mystical place. They trekked through the moonlit forest, guided by Sedge's glowing lantern. As they reached the ancient oak tree, the portal shimmered open before them. Stepping through, they found themselves in a realm of unparalleled beauty. Fields of spring flowers, summer's golden light, autumn leaves, and winter's snowflakes coexisted in perfect harmony. Poppy and Sedge marveled at the wonder of it all. They danced with the spirits of the seasons, each one bestowing blessings upon them. Eventually it was time to return, but the magic of the realm stayed with them. As they stepped back through the portal, they found themselves back in their beloved village. But everything seemed even more beautiful than before. Sedge by her side, Poppy cherished each moment even more, knowing that the spirit of the seasons would forever dance in her heart. Another tale begins to bring ye rest. Hina and Astra, the comfort of friendship. This story is about the comforting friendship between a kind girl named Hannah and a skunk named Astra. Among the quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and blooming meadows, there lived a gentle girl named Hannah. She was known for her kindness and her gentle spirit. Every morning, she would wake up to the melody of chirping birds and the fragrance of blossoming flowers. Her heart was as serene as the clear blue sky above her village. Hannah's closest companion was an unusual yet endearing creature, a skunk named Astor. Despite the common misconceptions about skunks, Astor was a bundle of affection and loyalty. Black and white fur glistened under the sun, and his round, curious eyes were always filled with warmth and joy. Astor had found Hannah when he was just a tiny, abandoned creature. She nursed him back to health, and since then, they had been inseparable. One crisp autumn evening, as the leaves turned a fiery hue and the air grew cooler, Hannah and Astor decided to take a stroll through the forest. The forest was their sanctuary, a place where they found solace and comfort in each other's company. The tall trees whispered secrets of the ancient times, and the soft rustling of leaves under their feet created a symphony of nature. As they walked, Hannah could sense a change in Astor's demeanor. The usually cheerful skunk seemed a little downcast, his tail drooping slightly as he trotted by her side. Concerned, Hannah knelt beside him and gently stroked his fur. "Astor, is something bothering you?" she asked softly. Astor looked up at her with his soulful eyes and let out a small sigh. "It's just that, sometimes I feel like I don't belong anywhere," he admitted. "People are often scared of me, because of how I look and because I'm a skunk. They don't see me the way you do." Too, Anna's heart ached for her friend. She understood how it felt to be misunderstood and judged unfairly. She wrapped her arms round Astor and held him close. "Oh, Astor," she whispered, "you belong with me. You've always been my best friend, and nothing can change that. The people who fear you don't know you like I do. They don't see the kindness in your heart or the warmth in your eyes." Astor nuzzled closer to Hannah, feeling comforted by her words. "You always know just what to say," he murmured. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the forest, Hannah and Astor found a cozy spot under a large oak tree. They sat down together, leaning against the sturdy trunk, and watched the sky transform into a canvas of pinks and purples. Hannah began to hum a soothing melody, one that her mother used to sing to her when she was a child. The gentle tune filled the air, wrapping round them like a warm blanket. Astor's eyes grew heavy, and he nestled into Hannah's lap, feeling safe and loved. "Oh, thank you, Hannah," he whispered as he drifted off to sleep, "for always making me feel like I belong." Hannah smiled, her heart swelling with love for her dear friend. "And thank you, Astor, for being the best friend anyone could ever have." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Hannah and Astor lay together in peaceful slumber, their bond unbreakable. They knew that no matter what challenges life threw their way, they would always find comfort and solace in each other's company. And so, in the heart of the forest, under the watchful gaze of the moon, a girl and a skunk shared a timeless friendship, one built on love, trust, and the comforting embrace of understanding. Let's begin another chapter of gentle peace. Fox and the Loving Guardian Angel. This story is about Fox and her loving guardian angel, Peony, who together forge a deep bond that helps their village survive a harsh winter. In a tranquil village nestled between rolling emerald hills and thriving orchards, lived a gentle soul named Fox. She was known for her kindness and her uncanny ability to communicate with the natural world around her. Every evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills and painted the sky in hues of gold and lavender, Fox would sit by the old oak tree at the edge of her garden, her heart open to the whispers of the wind and the songs of the birds. Unbeknownst to Phlox, she was being watched over by her loving guardian angel named Peony. This radiant angel, with wings like petals dipped in the first light of dawn, had chosen Phlox as her charge, bound by an unspoken promise to guide, protect, and uplift her. Phony admired Phlox's gentle spirit and her ceaseless determination to bring joy and peace to those around her. A particularly chilly evening, as the silver frost began to creep across the land, Phlox found herself worried and uncertain. The village had suffered a poor harvest, and everyone was anxious about the upcoming winter. She sat by the oak tree, her heart heavy with concern, and whispered prayers. Peony, sensing Phlox's stress, decided it was time to reveal herself. With a flourish, she descended from the heavens, her presence illuminating the darkening garden. Phlox gasped in awe as she beheld the angel's magnificent beauty and serenity. Peony spoke in a voice as gentle as the summer breeze. "Dear Phlox, do not be troubled. I am your loving guardian angel, Peony. I have watched over you for many years and have come to offer my help." Though initially startled, Phlox felt a wave of warmth and trust wash over her. "I am honored by your presence. Our village is in need of help. Can you guide us?" Over the next few weeks, Peony used her celestial powers to nurture the soil and ensure that the village's remaining crops thrived despite the cold. She summoned gentle rains and a touch of warmth, enough to coax new life from the earth. Phlox, with her renewed hope and Peony's guidance, rallied the villagers, and together they worked tirelessly to safeguard their community's future. As they toiled together, the bond between Phlox and Peony grew stronger, rooted in mutual respect and love. Peony marveled at Phlox's unwavering faith and resilience, while Phlox found strength in Peony's unwavering support. Their connection, forged in the face of adversity, became a beacon of hope for the entire village. By the time winter's first snowflakes began to fall, the villagers had gathered a bountiful harvest. Gratitude and joy echoed through the air, as the community celebrated their survival and the deepened bonds that had been forged. On the night of the first snowfall, as the village celebrated round a crackling fire, Phlox slipped away to her favorite spot by the oak tree. She gazed up at the sky, her heart full of gratitude. Peony appeared beside her, her wings shimmering in the moonlight. "We did it, dear Phlox," Peony whispered, her voice a melody in the night. "Yes, we did," Phlox replied, tears of joy sparkling in her eyes. "Thank you, Peony. I couldn't have done it without you," the angel smiled warmly. "No, I without you. The bond we share is special, Phlox. Remember, I will always be here, just as you are always in my heart." And with that, Peony spread her radiant wings and descended, leaving behind a world forever changed by the love and strength of the bond she and Phlox had forged. Phlox watched her guardian disappear into the starry night, her heart aglow with the knowledge that, even in the darkest times, the power of love and friendship would always illuminate the way forward. Our next story is here to comfort you. A Tale of Gazanian and Bellflower. This story is about a young girl named Gazania and a water elemental named Bellflower, who teach each other the importance of responsibility and the profound connection with nature. In a quiet, lush valley surrounded by towering mountains, there lived a young girl named Gazania. Gazania was light-hearted and adventurous, with eyes that sparkled like the morning dew and hair as golden as the sunset. Every day, she would run through the meadows, laughing and playing, without a care in the world. One day, as she wandered deeper into the heart of the valley, she stumbled upon a serene, shimmering lake she had never seen before. The water was so clear that it reflected the sky like a giant mirror, and the edges were adorned with lilies and reeds that swayed gently in the breeze. As Gazania knelt to drink from the lake, a soft voice echoed around her. "Hello, Gazania." Startled, she lifted her head and saw a figure rising gracefully from the water. It was Bellflower, the water elemental, with eyes as blue as the summer sky and hair flowing like a river. Bellflower held a presence that spoke of timeless wisdom and a deep connection with nature. "Who are you?" Gazania asked, her curiosity piqued. "I am Bellflower," the elemental replied, "guardian of this lake and keeper of its mysteries." Over the following weeks, Gazania returned to the lake to visit Bellflower, and they formed a deep bond. Bellflower taught her about the delicate balance of nature and the importance of caring for the environment. Bellflower shared stories of ancient times when the lake thrived, teeming with fish and surrounded by lush greenery. But as humans expanded their settlements and forgot to respect nature's gifts, the lake began to suffer. Gazania listened intently, her heart heavy with the weight of her new understanding. One day, the tranquility of the valley was broken. A nearby village was preparing to divert the river that fed Bellflower's lake to irrigate their crops. Without the river's constant flow, the lake would dry up, and all the creatures depending on it would perish. Gazania knew she had to act. "I need to stop them," she told Bellflower with determination. With Bellflower's guidance, Gazania approached the village elders and passionately explained the importance of the river and the lake. He spoke of the interconnectedness of life, how diverting the water would harm not just the lake, but the entire valley. Her heartfelt words and newfound wisdom struck a chord with the elders. They recognized the truth in her words and decided to seek a solution that would preserve the water flow to Bellflower's lake while also providing for their crops. Through careful planning and cooperation, the villagers constructed an irrigation system that allowed water to nourish their fields without depriving the lake. Gazania's actions not only saved the lake, but also awakened a sense of responsibility within the villagers. They began to pay more attention to their environment and the impact of their actions. The valley flourished once more, with the lake shimmering like a jewel in the heart of the land. Gazania and Bellflower continued to share their bond, knowing that their efforts had made a difference. Gazania had learned that with knowledge and responsibility, even the smallest individual could bring about meaningful change. And so, their story became a cherished legend in the valley, a testament to the power of understanding and the importance of protecting the natural world. Good night, and may tomorrow greet you with light.